Good morning. Let's see if I can get us all set up. Amazing. All right. Get going in just a minute. Amazing. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, just needed to sort out. There was something on Zoom. Awesome. All right, happy Sunday. I cannot wait to move and stretch and breathe and just have a lovely little hour together on the mat. It'll be really, really nice. Looking forward to working a little bit into the core today. It's been a while, so we're going to come into those sorts of positions, but whole body stretch. Just have a little bit of time out, and remember, just listen to your body. What feels good to you, stick with. There might be some options there to push a little bit. That's up to you whether you want to lean into that or take a different position, maybe from the knee. So always make the class whatever you want, whatever feels good to you. Cheers. Mm. Amazing. All right. Oh, let's have a little bit of a start today in child's pose. I'm going to start here. I love starting on my back, but sometimes in a morning class, I have a real, feels really nice to kind of start the day when we're on our backs. Beautiful.
You usually do potatoes with fish and horseradish at least once a week. Usually it's cod. So yeah. When I was a kid, we got whale, but we don't eat
Oh
that
my
anymore.
God.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
Exactly. No,
just
I don't go anymore. Right.
beautiful. There we go. That's a bit better. Perfect. Sorry, I think I've just sorted it. I could hear some of the noise coming in, and I was just trying to fix that, but I wasn't sure how to do it. Thank you for taking that time. All right, let's start again. So back into our child's pose. Anyways, I just feel like a child's pose is so great to take, at the start, especially in the morning. So I'll invite you just to come down. Just begin here, knees wide or knees in. It's up to you. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Good. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Just allow the body to melt into the mat. See how you're feeling today. I don't know about you, but I've kind of woke up today. It's different every day whenever you're playing this, but I could feel that little bit of spring in the air. The clocks have changed for us today. It's brighter earlier. I actually didn't even realize because I wake up so early that the clocks had changed. It was just lovely to wake up to that light, isn't it? So I want you to lean into that thought today, just leaning into the light, breathing in and breathing out, just soaking up all that that sunshine does for us, the longer days, and just leaning a little bit into that energy, that vitamin, all the vitamins we get actually just from being outside, the sunlight. Good. And as we close the eyes and sink into our stretch today, we're just really leaning into spring. Maybe with the eyes closed, can you lean into anything that's shifted for you recently outside? And really picture as I speak to you about the blossoms on the trees. I went for a walk yesterday and I'll really stop I even took like a picture, which sounds cheesy, but just of the flowers, just those little blossoms, because it's this beautiful reminder, isn't it? That things are starting to kind of grow again, things are shifting, and we too can kind of move with that energy. We can find more energy, the energy we maybe didn't have in the winter time. Also, not being hard on ourselves for not having the energy, right? We wintering is important. And now we're in that little spring. Maybe in the word, it kind of resonates with the idea of just having a little bit more pep in our step, a little bit more spring in our step. Things popping up. Nice. Lean into that, the beauty of it, the changes, this beautiful straddle between seasons. I just love it. I love watching things shift and change. Seeing the gray, we were playing I Spy in the car on a drive with my kids, and the description was I spy something green and gray, and that was meant to be kind of the grass that my son was looking out at, and I really liked that description because that is it. We're moving between seasons, aren't we? A little green and a little gray. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Maybe lifting up a little bit in the body, maybe reaching the hands out. So you don't have that tailbone really deep. It depends on what feels good to you. Reach the arms out. See how that feels, maybe lifting a little bit in the chest, maybe rotate the biceps out and down, draw the chin in, seeing where that takes you. How do you feel today in this child's pose? What's happening in the knees, the hips, the glutes, the legs, softening in the forehead, team. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Lovely. We're going to walk those hands in a little bit closer to us and take them to the side, reaching towards the right. Taking it deep. Good. Draw the chin down. Maybe allow the head to soften on the arms. Good. You can take the left hand on top of the right if you like. We'll just breathe. Inhale, breathing into that space in the side body, just waking up. Now, if the knees are a little bit wider and it's feeling quite strong, always feel free to adjust the movement, the positioning, the way that you take in that pose. I'm just going to move and face you this way. We walk the hands over towards the left-hand side. Good. I want you to really sink back into that right hip. Maybe take the hands on top of each other, right hand on top of the left if you like. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale, soften in the forehead, release any tightness in the jaw. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Softening in the face. Nice. 1, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back to center. Reach those arms out. You've got the option to take the fingertips like little spiders, lift up in the chest, sink back in those hips, and just let the chin draw down, chest draw down, rotate the bicep away and draw it down. Amazing. Inhale and exhale. Good. Relax in the face. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Beautiful. We're going to lift up into the body, coming up out of that child's pose. We're going to slowly walk the hands slightly forward and lean forward with the pelvis. Good. And again, you choose where you want to be. It can be a little bit. If it feels good, drop it down and drop the shoulders down. Chest comes through. See how that feels for you. Just express the pose. What is it doing? Where do you feel that? Inhale, draw in from your core, push into the hands, sink back. Take your child pose whichever way that you want, more active or more relaxed with the arms. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Good. We're drawing forward, so you're going to push into the hands here. You can keep the pelvis drawing forward, or we can draw that chest through. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Hello to that body. Heart open, chest open, receiving all that light. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Drawing in from your core. And sinking back. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Relax in the face. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 1 more. Slowly drawing forward into that pelvis. Draw the chest through if you want. You don't have to. It's about what feels right. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Breathing in, slowly coming back to that lovely tabletop position. Good. We're just going to bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Take a little cat and cow. Tuck under the pelvis. Draw the chin in. I want you to really feel the shoulder blades pulling apart. Breathe in. And slowly breathing out. Good. Good. If you're feeling any tightness, I'm really feeling it in my upper body today. You'll notice if you drop the chin in, just breathe into those areas that feel a little bit tighter. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Good. Lifting into that tailbone. Draw your chest through. This time pushing into those hands. Remember, if the wrists are sore today, always come up onto a fist at any point. Good. Working that tailbone up. Breathing in. Little smile if you like, softening in the forehead, the jaw. Amazing, team. Inhale, we draw in from the navel. Exhale, tuck in under. Find that beautiful cat pose. Good. If you want to wiggle a little left to right with those hips. Just feel what you need to feel from this stretch. Take it in stillness. Take it a little side to side. Good. It's just about feeling it. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And back. Good. Coming back to center. Drop that belly. Find your lovely cow. Tilt that tailbone up. Remember not to sink into those shoulders. Push into those hands. Find that length between the ears and the shoulders. Team, inhale. And slowly exhale. Fabulous. Breathing in. And exhale slowly. Good. What we're going to do is untuck those back toes. We're going to sink down into our child's pose. And we're going to peel up into cat. And then we're going to move and float into cow. Lovely little flow. And sink down. Good. Find it at your own pace. You can do really quick or really slow. Just feel out what your body needs. Give you a little count to 5. Nice one. You feel that body work. Stay where it feels tight. Good. 2. A lovely job, everyone. Exhale. And 1. Finish off that last one. Beautiful. And sit down. Meet me in child's pose. Keep it soft. Take the pressure off the arms, the hands, the wrists. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Fabulous. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly pushing the body up. Good. We're going to come all the way up into our tabletop. Good. Today we're going to work a little bit in our core. We're going to start here on our little crunch from the knees. So again, checking in with those wrists. We'll do a little stretch in a minute, but if you need to come to the fists, go for it. Inhale, let's extend that right leg. Bend the knee. We're going to draw the knee in towards the nose, little arch. Inhale, extend. Nice. And draw it in. We'll do 5. Inhale, extend. Really thinking about this as a crunch. Drawing the knee in. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Drawing it in. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Using that our little crunches to start in and bring the knee down. Good. We're going to turn the hands so that the outer edges are in line, kind of the fingertips are in line with the outer edges of the mat. Good. And we're going to rock a little bit left to right. Just take that little bit of a stretch in the wrists. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Coming back to center with the hands, walking them back so that they face forward. Inhale. Let's extend that left leg, bending in the knee, draw it in, nose to knee. Good. Just feeling that little bit of a flow in. Good. And in. Good. Feeling like a crunch. Really draw the knee in towards that nose. You get a lovely stretch across the back. Good. Last one. And in. A little crunch. And out. A lovely job. Bring that foot down. Knee down. We're going to walk the hands in towards the knee and come all the way up. Good. Let's take the wrists in circles. Breath in and deep breath out. Nice job, team. And then we're going to interlace the fingers and find that lovely roll of the wrists. Releasing in the hands. Rub those forearms. Amazing. 3. A little smile. 2. And 1. Coming back to center. Great. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, coming down, bringing those hands in line with the shoulders. Good. Inhale, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in. We're going to extend that left leg. We're going to bend in the knee. We're going to draw the knee in and forward, forward, forward between those hands. Walk the hands slightly forward. And we're not going into pigeon. We're going to swing. So see if you can swing that left foot back. We're gonna open the body to the side, on the right-hand side. You're gonna walk that left hand forward and see if we can open up to the side. Good, that's it. You know where we're headed. So we're taking that lovely side stretch. You can tuck that back toe if you feel better, untuck whatever's good to you. Good, inhale. We're gonna reach up, take a nice stretch. Good. So you've got your right toes facing forward as you make a little arch with the spine. Good, taking a nice stretch here, inhale and exhale. I am warming up already, so give us a second. We're gonna take a little bit of our crunches from the side. So you've got the option to keep this right foot on the mat, or you've got the option to keep it lifted. So inhale, we're gonna draw the elbow towards that knee. Here we go, lifting. And again, you can take the foot to the ground or you can keep it lifted. So we do a little crunch. Good. And 2, you choose where you bring that leg. We've done these before. It's just been a little while. We're doing them for the crunch today. Good. There's 3. Good. There's 4. That's fine. Number 5. Good. Option to hold. You can have the foot on the mat and arch, whatever feels good to you. 3, 2, and 1. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to take that top hand down, back foot comes down, slowly turn, and just recalibrate. Bring your body back into that lovely cat and cow position in tabletop and sink down to child's pose. Good. Inhale and exhale. Here we go. Finding cat. Good. And roll the shoulders, draw the chest through, finding cow. Breathing in and out and drawing back into the middle. Navel draws in, finding that flat back. Good. Inhale. We're going to extend the right leg this time, bending into the right knee. We're going to draw it forward. Good. We're going to swing that foot back. We're going to walk that right hand forward, and we're going to slowly open the body towards the left hand side. I'm going to do it from this side. I know I've got my back to you. Just nice to see how the position looks from here. Good. We're going to peel up and reach. Good. So you've got your left hand up. See how that feels in your side body. If you reach the hand up alongside the ears, making that lovely arch, and breathe. If you have any lower back pain, you might feel it here. We're just kind of trying to sense where the body is. You can see my back toes tucked, untucked. Either one is good. Just make sure you've got the right bit of balance there for our little crunches. You choose next time. So make sure that that right hand is not drawing in too close. Bring a little bit out. Make sure you're able to shift the weight to that hand. Inhale. We're going to take our crunch in. You choose where you're going to bring that foot. Out or down. Good. That's 1. There's 2. Breathe with me. There's 3. Nice little crunch, team. And finding 4. Beautiful. And our last one. Got the option to hold. Here, foot down, arch, whatever feels good. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the foot down, the hand down, turn to face forward. Good. We're going to swing the body back into our tabletop position. Inhale, sinking down. Nice one. Take the pressure off. Now we're going to sit in child's pose for a minute. So you can have the knees hip distance, or you can take those knees a little wider. Yogi's choice, and sink down. Just reset. If you've got the knees a little wider, maybe squeeze a little bit in those glutes, taking it a little wide-legged, getting a little bit deeper into the hips. It's all preference. So if your hips are tight today, keep the knees forward and just use this as a little resting place. Nice one, everybody. Inhale. And slowly exhale out. Wow. Breathing in, little smile. And breathing out. Nice work. You sink those hips down, just noticing where you're releasing, where the breath is going, softening the forehead, and enjoying a little bit of that spring energy, just a little bit more kind of dynamism at the start of the class. You can feel even the movement starts to feel a little bit more spring-like sometimes. Inhale, lifting up in that chest, walk the hands forward and bring the body back in to hip distance. Good, we're gonna tuck those back toes, arch the back into cat. Good, lift those knees and shift the weight to your first downward dog. And remember, we've not done much in hammies, so they're gonna be tight. This is where we are gonna work a little into that. Bend the knees and walk your heels. Just play with it. How does it feel? How are you today? Can you swing those hips? Don't worry too much about your alignment in that first one. Sometimes I like to lift that back foot. Pretty wiggling. Good, breathe. Nice one. 3, pushing into those toes. 2, good, and 1. Now you can keep walking, or you can kick one leg up. Just see how that 3-legged dog feels. That first one maybe lifted in the back foot, heel and dropping it down. How does that feel? Good. Bringing it down. You don't have to take that option. You can come to the knee and kick the leg up as well. Other leg if you fancy. Again, you can come to the knee. You can kick it up. Maybe lifting in that back heel and dropping it. Just a little play. A little hello to the body. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that foot down. Good. Inhale. We're going to look forward. Come to the tops of the toe. Step or hop. Good. Hanging out. Take that pressure off the arms. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Good. Little swing. Play with it. Maybe extending one leg and then the other. Getting that little bit of extension. Letting go in those hamstrings. Softening in the face. Breathe. Nice one, everybody. 4. Good. 2. And 1. Good. We're going to come back to that lovely middle space. We're going to stay in our inversion a little longer. What I want us to do is really shift the weight towards that left foot and extend to the right. But you can bring the hand down to support you. Maybe walk the fingertips forward. Or to maybe extend that leg. Chest forward. Good. A little hello. Working into that hamstring. Nice job this morning. Inhale. And slowly exhale, bending into that knee, swinging over to the other side. So we're going to bend into the right knee and extend in the left leg. Good. Light on those fingers. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Bending in those knees. Good. Just a little time to wake up in those hamstrings. We're going to fold all the way up. I want you to take your time. Head comes last and come all the way up to a nice upright position. Standing up. Beautiful. Let's roll those shoulders, team. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And then from here, we're just gonna swivel side to side, swing the arms, maybe lift those heels. You don't want kind of any pain or strain in the knees or the hips. So swing in, have the arms low to start, and then maybe lift them up. See if you can give yourself a little hug, a little wrap. Nice one. Just a lovely little reset here. With 3. Nice one. See if you can bring the hands a little higher. Love a little swing. Let go of anything you're holding on to, any sort of stagnant energy, anything feeling heavy. Let's just let that lightness in. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that middle point and just come to a nice standing position. Good. Breathing in and breathing out with me. Oh, what a lovely start. Got a drink today. Join me in a little sip. Beautiful. Cheers for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Really do love these mornings with you. All right. Awesome. Let's meet us on the mat. So we're going to come to the front of the mat. Just going to bring the feet hip distance. Good. Unless you feel like trying the feet a little bit more together, you can bring the toes in, maybe separate the heels a little bit. Unless it feels good to bring them closer. It's up to you. Feet hip distance or feet together. Slowly turn the toes in, so you get a little less pressure on the knees. But again, it's not necessarily one of those things you have to do. Nice little cue though. All right, when you're ready, reach up. Good. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to hinge at those hips, reaching forward. Good. Breathing in. And exhale, fold down over the toes. Draw the chin down. Good. Breathing in, halfway lift. So you can bring the hands up the legs, elbows in, or fingertips down. Nice one. Inhale. Slowly exhale, bend the knees, scoop it up. We're reaching up, long arms alongside the ears, tuck under. Exhale. Good. Breathing in. And slowly exhale out. A little smile. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, let's hinge. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that chest drawn forward. Maybe look forward. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. And bend down. Exhale. Good. You're halfway lift. So you can take the fingertips forward. Chest draws forward. Don't lock the knees or bring the hands up those legs, elbows in, chest drawn forward. 3, 2, and 1. Bending in the knees, reaching it up. And tuck under in that pelvis. Got it. Thumbs in. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Next one, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Good. We're going to fold down over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to bring the hands forward. You're going to step or hop back. Good. So if you're in the mood to stay in your plank today, this is the right place for you. Come to the knees. You're on the knees, lean forward with the pelvis, push into those hands, feel strong. If you're in that plank, we're going to hold here. That plank is actually really strongly connected to the core. So we're going to hold this a little longer today. Heels drawing away, chest forward. Again, if you need to bring those knees down at any point, great little option. But keep that chest drawing forward. Feel strong. We're going to hold it just a little bit, team. 3. You've got it. Good. 2, and 1. Coming down onto the knee, slowly lower down, bring the body onto the mat. Good. Inhale, untuck those toes. Let's roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale. We're going to lift the chest and the hands, maybe those legs, just strengthening in the back in our locust. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, pushing the body up. Find your tabletop, tuck in under in your cat. Tuck those toes, lift up, find your downward dog. Good, bring the body into this lovely downward dog. Option 1, walk. Everything's feeling tight. You take what you need from downward dog. If you want a little bit more work into the body, see if you can find some stillness here. Maybe playing a little bit more with your alignment. Fingers nice and wide. Almost want to kind of lean the weight into your pointer finger and your middle finger. We want to rotate the biceps away and down away from the ears. Nice to draw in from the navel as you work the tailbone up. Again, if you want to keep walking, moving, come to the knees. It's all good. 3. I'm going to move the head up and down like you're saying yes. Getting that lovely stretch to the neck. Maybe left and right like you're saying no. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, coming to the tops of the toes. You can take a step forward and meet the hands or hop forward. See where the body wants to go. Hanging out. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. You got it. Chest forward, shoulders down. And breathe out. Inhale. Little bend into those knees. Scoop it up. Arms come up. Little back bend. And drawing in. In under in that pelvis. Draw the shoulders down. Lift up. And draw in from the crown of the head. Navel in. 3. Nice one, guys. Little smile. Feel it alive. Feeling the warmth. Feeling that body starting to move. Good morning. Inhale, reaching it up. Reaching forward. We're going to do the same flow. Folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Bending in the knees, step or hop back to your high plank. Option to come to the knees or stay a little higher. If you're in your high plank, we don't want your bottom sticking out. Drop it down. Good. Push into those hands. Draw the shoulders down and away. Heels away. And then see if you can almost lengthen a little bit more of the spine by looking forward. The chest draws through. Good. Just don't lock the knees. Breathe, my friends. We're going to hold that plank for 3. Nice one. 2. And 1. Good. Slowly coming down onto the knees and making your way onto that mat. Exhale. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Good. Inhale, lift it up in the chest. The hands, maybe those legs. Lovely. Back strengthening. Chest draws forward. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Good. Inhale, peeling the body up. Coming onto the knees. Inhale, tuck those toes, arch the back into cat. And lifting up to your downward dog. Beautiful. See how that feels now. So bending in the knees maybe. And then working to drop the heels down, bending and lifting the toes. And draw it down. See if you can just play with that upper body. Arms nice and wide. Slowly drawing those shoulders down. Draw in from the navel. 3. Maybe finding some stillness, or if you want to keep walking. Downward dog needs to be something that you grow to make your own. Good. 3, look forward between those thumbs. Come up to the tops of the toes. Step or hop. Good, hanging out. Inhale, halfway lift. And bend those knees, coming all the way up, reaching arms alongside those ears. Exhale, tucking those thumbs in. Draw the shoulders down. Nice job, everybody. Feeling that warmth, feeling that flow. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. I'm going to give you an option here, a little bit stronger. From plank, you've got the option to come to the knees, maybe draw down onto the forearms with a forward and back rock. So we're going to push into those forearms, draw in from the core, try and work there. If it feels too much, always come down to the knees. So I'll give you a second option as we take our flow. Amazing. Let's keep that energy going. Inhale, feel that light it in. Let's feel that energy. Reaching forward, exhale. Pull down over the toes, draw the chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Bend those knees, step or hop back if that hop is there today. Good. Now this time I'm going to invite you all to come down onto your knees. Good. So you've got your option to come either onto the forearms. We're going to come down onto those elbows. Good. You can maybe interlace those fingers. Push in. We don't want the chest drawn through. We want to push down. Draw in from your core. Good. So you can feel that. So you can stay here. You can lift up in the toes, almost like you're in dolphin pose. That's that kind of downward dog from the forearms. So you can wiggle those legs and toes out and drop the pelvis down. Good. Feet hip distance. Working that chest forward like we did before. Push into those arms, those forearms, and breathe. Good. If you need to come down on the knees, please do, or lay on the belly. We're going to meet you there in a second. Want a little extra push, push into those toes, lean over. Push into those elbows, and push the heels away. Good. You push into the toes, lean forward. Hold, hold, hold. Nice little push. Good. We're working the whole body, but really strong the upper body and the core. Push, push, push. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down onto the knees. Everybody falls down. Nice one. Bring the hands to the side. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice work. Good. Just taking a little moment here to reset. Take a breath with me in. And out. Nice little flow, guys. Inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders up and back. Bring the hands slightly in. Push it into those hands. We're going to take a cobra this time. Just see how that feels. It can be a little bit or a lot. Just play with it. What's going on in your back? Good morning to that body, isn't it? Feeling good this morning. A little bit more dynamic practice. And then that spring energy. Folding down. Good. Bring those hands alongside, the ribs peeling the body up, coming back into your lovely tabletop position. You want to stay here, you can inhale. Otherwise, tucking under in that pelvis, find a cat. Enjoy the cat and then lift up. Find your downward dog. Now I'm going to take a little 3-legged dog here, yogi's choice. Maybe lifting that heel and dropping it back. You can walk the heels. You can stay in your child's pose. You can extend the legs from the knees. Good. Bringing it down if you chose that option. Doesn't matter what feels good. You play with it. Maybe kicking up the other leg and lifting up and down. Whatever you choose to do, make it yours. All is good. A little yogi's choice here. Last one. If you're lifting that heel, bring the foot down. Good. Inhale. Come to the tops of the toes, step or hop. Amazing. Take the weight off those arms. We're going to hang out here before we come to standing. Little wiggle left to right. Take that pressure off. Nice one, everybody. See where you're feeling it. That body, shoulders. Nice. A lovely little whole body work. Coming back to center. Draw the chin in. Inhale, little halfway lift. Bend those knees. Scoop it up nice and wide. Inhale. And we're going to come to stillness. Tuck under in the pelvis, drawing from the navel. And drop the shoulders down. Enjoy a little Tadasana. Let's bring the hands out alongside the body. Turn the palms forward. Chin draws in. Just reset. Deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Awesome. Soft eyes. Feeling the strength of this pose. Also want you to just lean into how you're feeling now in this point in the class. You feel a little bit of warmth created in the body. Can you feel that energy pumping through? Just honestly, it sounds so cheesy, but I love sometimes just stopping in a yoga class and going, this is just me alive. This is my body moving. This is all that I can do. This body's amazing. When all the kind of stuff outside of us is telling us to stop looking a certain way or being a certain way, just having a moment of gratitude for what's real, what's present. Noticing the body balancing for you. Feeling your heart rate begin to soften again. Just enjoying a little bit of time. Just totally, utterly present. Time together, albeit virtually. It's beautiful to start our mornings each Sunday together. Something I truly cherished for years and years now. A little smile if that would feel good to you. Turn the outer edges up. With deepest gratitude, inhale. And slowly exhaling out. We're going to bring the hands together, give them a little bit of a rub to create that little bit of energy. Feel that warmth, and then bring the hands over the arms. Good. Slowly bring yourself back into the space. You've got it. Beautiful. Grab a little drink if you like after that sequence. Awesome. Breathe in. Slowly breathing out. Amazing. So we're going to take a little flow. We're going to flow down to the ground. We're going to take a little bit more of our core work on our flat, with our backs flat on the mat. So we're going to come back to laying down. I've not quite been there yet. We do our little bit more dynamic stuff first today, and then we'll drop onto the floor. When you're ready, inhale, let's reach it up. Just really enjoy that lovely reach, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hinge forward. Feeling how things are starting to soften, and slowly bring the hands down. Good, we're gonna just bend in the knees and come down whichever way feels good to you on to a seated position. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way onto your back. Nice work. Right, so from here, feet are going to be on the mat, knees bent, hands alongside the body. So you can wiggle the shoulders down and away. Lift the head up, draw the chin in, and allow that head to soften onto the mat. Good. From here, we're going to take a little drawing in with that right leg. We're going to kick it up. We're going to make like a circle with it and slowly hover that leg over the mat and up. Good. So just feeling that little bit of a up. Keep the lower back connecting with the mat. Hover. Hold in here. Squeeze and slowly bring it in. Good. Breathing in and extending. Good. We did this at the beginning with no kind of downward dog. Those hammies be shouting at us. Nice. Kicking it up. And again, we're connecting lower back with the mat, really focusing on that core as that foot or that heel hovers. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. One more time, lifting up, heel hovers. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, knee comes in, and bring the foot down. Good, other side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Almost like you're cycling a bike. Hover. So you're squeezing in the glutes, just keeping that lower back pushing into the mat. You should feel that core firing up and in. Good. At your own pace, just try and keep that lovely softness in the neck. Let the heel cover. 3, 2, 1, and in. Beautiful. Keep her flowing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. And it can be at your own pace. Just make sure you hold a little bit and let that heel just sit a little bit above the mat. Good. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Little smile. Little hold and in. Beautiful. Draw the knee in and plant the foot down onto that mat. Good. We're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest. We're going to bring it down on the left and down. As you draw that in, think of it like a little crunch on our back. But instead of us crunching our upper body up, we're crunching the legs in. Good. Keep the lower back pushing into the mat the whole time as you switch legs. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can switch a little bit faster. So you're almost letting the legs cross by each other. You can bring the foot down, or you can start to tap a toe. Keep the lower back pushing into the mat. You're going to start to feel that core fire up. Good. So again, you can be slower, planting the foot on the mat each time. Keep the lower back pushing, or you can bring it up. Nice one, everybody. Good. Almost like scissoring those knees. 3. Nice work. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Bring the foot down. Relax that lower back. Good. Wiggle the feet so the outer edges are in line with the mat. And just drop the knees in. Take a little bit of the pressure off. Good. I'm going to take the head left to right. Just a little bit of time to reset in that neck. And it feels a little sore today. My slept on it funny. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the head back to center. Allow the head to soften. Slowly wiggle the feet in, and the feet become hip distance. You got it. Good. From here, we're going to take our little same knees, but you've got the option so you can draw in, bring the foot down, draw in, bring the foot down. You can do like we did before. You can tuck that lower back, push the lower back into the mat, and you can tap. Or you're allowed to kind of like you're cycling. So extend one leg and the other. So kind of bringing in that movement we did earlier. Hover and hover. Feels a little bit too much to hover. Just bring the foot down and then come back. Keep that lower back pushing into the mat. Your choice. So you either cycle the legs, keep the knees bent and tap. Just bring one knee in and bring the foot to the mat. Keep that lower back pushing into the mat. Use those hands. Breathe. 4. You've got this. 3. Nice work, everybody. Feeling that fire in the core. 2. Amazing. What a great way to kick off our Sunday. Slowly bring both knees in towards the chest. A little rock side to side. Take the neck with it. Oh, it's feeling just a little bit more dynamic in the movement today. How's that feeling to you? Nice work, everybody. Good. 3, 2, and then we're going to take a little moment just to kind of reset in the hips. Let's take our hip circles here. Now, as you do that, if you keep the lower back pushing into the mat, you can separate the feet, draw the knees in. You can keep it small circles, or if you want to add a little bit work in the core, we extend the legs out a little bit more. In and drawing it in. Keep the lower back pushing into the mat. If that feels a bit too much, just keep your circles small. Good. Nice work, everyone. Little smile if you like. 3, 2. Nice work. And 1. Drawing it in. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bring both feet down onto that mat. Nice work. Inhale. We're going to lift up into that right knee. What I want you to do is see if you can keep it kind of like a little 45-degree angle. So your knee is in line with the hip rather than drawing in. Good. And that foot can be pointed or flexed or just soft. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take a little punch just on the outside of that leg. Okay, so we're going to stay here. We're going to work onto the right side. So inhale, bringing the hands up. Maybe bringing the hands up over the head. And we're going to lift up. Good. And back. And a little crunch. Good. This is where you can maybe close the eyes. Keep that chest lifted and just move. Slow or quick. Doesn't matter. Give you a little count of 8. Don't forget to breathe. 7. Nice one. 6. Beautiful. 5. 4. Take a breath if you need it. 1. Or keep pushing. 2. Beautiful. And 1. Option to hold, make pulse. 3. Oh yeah. 2. And 1. Bringing the foot down, bringing the arms down, reaching those arms up alongside the ear. This time, arch the spine. Breathing into that chest. Maybe grab the hands above the head and just see how that feels. Breathing in. Nice little reset, team. And breathing out. Good. We're going to push into the feet. Lift a little bit in the lower back and flatten the lower back down onto the mat. Tuck under in the pelvis. Good. Reach the hands up. I'm going to bring them above the body, palms together. Let's bring up into that left knee. So left knee is in line with the left hip. Toes are out. Good. Inhale. We lift and we crunch. Good. And back. Good. Find your little flow. Maybe close the eyes. Inhale and exhale for 8. Got it. Nice one, everybody. 6. Breathe in and out. 5. Nice one. 4. 3. That's 2. And last one, option to just rest or pause, reaching forward. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it down. Bring the feet down. Arms come alongside those ears. And what I want you to do is take that lovely length of the arms. Maybe grab the hands and arch the spine. Good. How does that feel? 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Pushing into the feet, untuck, and bring the lower back down onto the mat. Great. Now separate the hands above the head. We're going to reach the hands up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to take our little bridge pose. So walk the heels a little closer towards the tailbone. We're going to bring the hands down, squeeze, lift up a little bit into that pose. Good. We're going to get a little neck stretch. I'm going to see what's going on in that lower back because all of that gets impacted when we do our core. That lower back is connected, isn't it? You can feel that when we need a reset, pushing into the hands, chin as high as feels comfortable. It could be a little one. It might feel good to be a little bit higher up. Slowly coming back down. Good. Reaching the hands up. Inhale. Arms come over the head. Breathing in. As we exhale, bring those hands back up. Tucking under in the pelvis and lifting up. Draw that chin in. Good. From here, maybe you feel comfortable wiggling those elbows in. Maybe interlace the hands. And extend those arms. Chin draw in a little more. See how that feels. Good. As you lift up in the pelvis, try not to let the knees bow out, draw them in, and then we lift. Holding as long as feels good. Coming down when you're ready, just feel every vertebrae. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unravel. And feel the spine make its way down onto the mat. Good. Slowly, slowly down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Arms alongside those ears. Take a little arch to the back if you want. Up to you. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, hands coming back up and down. One more. Lovely little bridge. Good. Reach in. Maybe a little further out. Working. Hips forward. Interlace those fingers. Elbows in. Extend. Only hands and option. Hands can stay alongside the body too. Keep the chin in. You want to lift those heels, you can, and drop them down. Keep the pelvis lifted. Knees drawing in. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly unravel and bring everything down. Beautiful. Knees in. Give yourself a hug. Nice one. Little rock side to side. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Good. We're going to come back up to seated now. So you can either roll the body towards the right. We can rock and roll, maybe crossing the lower part of the legs. Take that lovely rock forward and back. Even if you don't quite get up, feel that little massage in the spine. And then when you're ready, see if you can get enough momentum to sit yourself up. Nice one, everybody. Coming to a nice upright position on your mat. Beautiful, a little bit of work there. Good. Sitting whatever way feels good. If cross-legged feels good, take that. If not, anything will do here. We're going to work a little bit into that neck, a little bit more on the side body. Good. Cheers. Little cup of tea is tasting great with you this morning. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Breathing in and down. Good. Breathing in and down. Good. Keep it moving. I think the more we kind of roar, the more we get into those real niggly bits. We're going to keep it going a little longer today. Squeeze up and back. Feel it. The weight of the world, the weight of the week. We're coming into the end of March. Straddling April. April feels great. April flower. What is it? Maybe it's just a Canadian thing. We used to say April showers bring May flowers. But in England, it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's still snowing at home. That's why that works. But hey, Maybe it's March showers, bring April flowers. In the UK. 3, 2. Beautiful. Rolling it up and dropping it back. Good. And take our right ear to our right shoulder and just hold. Good. If you want to stay here, you absolutely can. If you wanted to reach up with that right hand, you can use the fingertips just on the temples there. Use that to guide the neck slightly. It could be a tiny little bit of movement that helps. If it feels too much, you can take the hand down. Just see what feels right to you today. If you work to draw down in that left-hand side, inhale. And exhaling out. Remember, if it feels quite strong, you're in charge to lift the hand up, take it away, make it lighter. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Relax in the forehead. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hand down. Inhale, slowly take the neck back to center. Deep breath in and out through the mouth. Good. Oh, there's my little sore neck. So I'm going to stay here. I can feel that side. You want it. It's the left hand that comes up. Good. You can bring the hand onto the temples and just use it to slowly guide the ear a little bit further, or you can keep it down. I might just keep it really, really soft here. Actually, barely using it, but nice little bit of a reminder. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Working into that tightness. Softening the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing the hand down. Inhale, slowly bring the neck back to center. Good. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Draw the chin down. Good. Drop the shoulders. Good. See how that feels. Maybe roll that neck side to side. Oh, hello, tightness for me. Good. 4. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back to center. Inhale, lifting the head, drop the shoulders down. Good. We're going to bring that right hand down. Inhale, lifting up in the left. Breathe in deep and take a lovely little side stretch. It's nice to bend a little bit into that right elbow as you push down into the left sit bone. That's kind of where you're working. Beautiful breath in that side body. Breathing in and breathing out, coming back to center. Let's reach the hands around. Good. This time, opposite side. Left hand comes down, right hand up. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale. Little reach. And while you do that, we push down into that right sit bone as we reach over. Breathing in. And breathing out, softening the forehead. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center. Reach those arms up. And here we're going to twist towards the right hand side. Bring the hands down. Feel tall. So really lift up in the spine. Top of the head comes up. Breathing into the belly. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Feeling that lovely twist. Nice job, everyone. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching it up, twisting to the left-hand side, lifting tall from the crown of the head. Good. Inhale. And exhale, breath to belly. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. We're going to interlace the fingers. We're going to roll those wrists one more time. We took a little bit of time on them today. Good. Just release here. Beautiful. And then we're going to separate those hands, bring them out. Feel like you're pushing and drop the shoulders down. Good. Bring your forefingers together, thumbs in, and draw it down. Feel that little work in the wrist. Lovely little reset. We spent the first bit of the class quite a bit on the hands between our tabletop and downward dog. Nice to just really reset here. Inhale, push those hands out. And slowly breathing out. You've got it. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, draw in from your core, bring them down. Keep them lifted. Inhale, bringing them out. We're going to lean forward with the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Feel that lovely work. Chin to chest. You might get a little stretch in that upper body. Slowly drawing in. Hands come to the center. Inhale, lifting it up. Good, and exhale, hands down and forward. Good, back to center. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale down. Last one, drawing the chest forward. And this time when we bring the hands in, we're going to slowly bring the palms in like you're making a big ball in front of us. Interlace the fingers, draw those hands forward, tuck under in the pelvis, draw the chin in. It's like a seated cat pose, and giving that lovely kind of circle with the arms. Helps us open up a little bit more in that upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift up in the chest, slowly swing the hands back. You're either going to bring the palms onto the lower back and the elbows in, or you can interlace the fingers and extend those arms, this time leaning forward, maybe pushing the palms out or squeezing the elbows in, up to you. Good. Looks like a little bit like that, or just hands in the back. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring those hands back to the front. Good. Inhale and exhale. Let's let it go. Good. Inhale through the nose. Little smile. Exhale through the mouth. Amazing. Awesome. Let's do our little face and into the crown of the head. Amazing. Good. I'm going to come a little bit closer. Let's take a little time to get into that space that feels a little bit tight here. All right. Pointer finger and middle finger, just taking it in between the eyebrows and chasing around the brows and up into the forehead. Good. Really take some time to push in. Lovely. Maybe in between the eyebrows, breathing in. I don't know why, but I really find it's lovely to have someone else give us a massage, but it does work just as good, doesn't it? Just to find that release, pushing up. Really explore today, coming into the temples, finding those circles that we all need. If you've got any sort of niggly headaches, hay fever, it's that time of year, isn't it? Good. And then from here, I'm just going to bring my hands to the top of the jaw. I don't really need to circle too much, but I like a little circle there. It just reminds me to release and draw the hands down that jawline. Good. Breathing in and breathing out just a little bit there. A nice one. And then coming to the top of the nose and just tracing around. Your lovely little cheekbones into the sinus. If you have a little bit of sinus pain or you want to release anything, give that little circle from the top all the way down to the nostrils there. So important. Good. 3, 2, and 3. Or 2 and 1. Sorry, not 3. Funny little counting. You can tell I'm starting to get into a little zen, my little hazy space. That post-yoga, a bit of quiet. My brain's getting a bit foggy in a good way. Good. Coming back now, let's get into the scalp a little bit. So I like to kind of just use the tops of the fingers, just pushing a little bit up. Just play with it. You can't get it wrong, really. You know, sometimes people like to use just the top of the nails, the backs of the nails, to give it a little bit more. If not, just use your fingertips. And if you wanted to take some circles, again, it's like kind of a little pushing and small little circles with the fingers. And just feel it out. What feels good to you this morning? Just release in the head. Letting go, that tightness in the body. Breathing in. Oh, and breathing out. Beautiful. And here is your invitation to lay down into your Shavasana. Lay down, relax the back body into the mat, and allow yourself just to stop breathing in and slowly breathing out. Just allow yourself a bit of time to rest. Allow the body to settle. And just lean into a bit of silence and stillness. If you've got any creature comforts, support with Shavasana, pillows, blankets, or just lying in your favorite spot, just stop. Close the eyes. Just really enjoy the juxtaposition between a flowy, non-stop moving class and this awesome moment of utter stillness. You tap into that feeling in the body, softening the forehead, letting go any tightness you're still holding in the creases. Alongside the eyes, just let it iron out. Separate the teeth and really let go. Letting go of winter, continuing to shed that heaviness, that darkness. Inhale and exhale. Just imagine in front of you, tiny little ball of light, little circle, little orb of light. I want you to see if you can almost imagine that you're drawing that light a little closer and a little closer to you. That light gets bigger and bigger and brighter till you can kind of feel the warmth of it. Almost so bright. I'm going to close your eyes. I want you to feel that light as it kind of warms the face and continues to spread. You can feel that warmth, the neck, and as it glows brighter and brighter, begins to cover the whole of your body with light and softness, strength, connection, community, softness, joy, and magic. I want you to feel like that white light, that beautiful warmth is just covering you, crown of the head, front and back body, all the way down. As if you get that sensation of peace when you're lying on a beach on holiday. You can feel that warmth, not just physically, but letting it sink a little deeper into your heart, letting that light overwhelm, support, and guide you into this next season. Breathing in and breathing out. Trusting that that light is always there within you to tackle any of the darkness that may lie ahead or to guide you to more and more beauty. Trust yourself. Trust that little ball of light. That is your Sunday stretch. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week ahead, and a little reminder that next week yoga will be on, but we'll do it Easter Monday instead of Easter Sunday, just to accommodate anybody's plans if you're doing something Easter Sunday. Wish you a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Easter Monday. Exact same codes. All my love. Thanks for joining me this morning. I feel like I've got a little spring in my step. Yeah, all the love.